Well, it's raining today up here in Grass Valley. The wife and I just bought a little house up here, and I've been doing a little work and whatnot. Now, originally when we bought this place, in the garage, there was a great big 17-foot long, 4-foot wide handicap ramp that the son of the original owner built. He's a contractor, so he had a pretty good idea of what he was doing, and he built it to last. And the reason I mention all that is because I needed to take it out. So I wanted to talk a little bit about a particular tool that I got a while back as part of a set, and that's my DeWalt torque drive, you know, a little impact drive. This thing, I'll tell you, the new DeWalt 20-volt system, or well, it's not new now, it's been out a while now, but the 20-volt system and this little impact driver, when it comes to putting in or taking out screws, you got options. You could use a regular, you know, drill, or you can use a screw driving gun, and those are good options. But this is a nice little unit too, especially if you have to take screws out. It's compact in terms of length, so if you need to, you just grab that little collar, pull that out, drop a bit right in there like that, and now it's really nice and short. You can get right in there. So that's a real nice feature, is its size, gets you in there. And I really wanted to comment on a couple of things about the 20-volt system. Okay, so I'm going to go behind the camera here for a second. I'm just going to give you an idea of what I had to do using this little impact driver. So I'm going to come around here. There we go. So where about the end of that trash can is, where you're seeing the start of the plywood, all the way over to that doorway was a 17-foot long, 4-foot wide ramp with upright supports for a handrail and a bunch of other stuff. And I had to take all that out. He put it together with 3-inch screws and 2x4s, 2x6, looks like either 3/4 inch or 1/2 inch plywood, something like that. I didn't really measure it, and I'm not really close enough to see it. And it was built like a tank. He put that in there to last. So I've got a whole bucket worth of screws that I've pulled out of this thing. I also had to do some saw cuts and whatnot using my 20-volt little oscillating saw. You know, had to make a few cuts with that. Nothing too spectacular, but mainly the thing I wanted to mention was that I did all of that, tore all of that out, probably 200 screws, if not more, and I did it on a single battery charge, and this still has plenty of power. I still have to pull out the decking that he put between the garage and the house, and I'm betting that this one battery will do all of that too before it needs a charge. I've got other batteries, but the fact that I can do this with one battery, I find impressive. And I'm not a contractor, I'm just a do-it-yourself kind of guy. But if you were doing real work, these batteries hold up really good. Now this is specifically the, what is this one? This is the 4 amp hour. Okay, so you got 20 volts at 4 amp hours, and yeah, it holds up. And it was pulling, like I say, 3-inch screws out of 2x4s. Some of them bent, and even when they were a little bent and whatnot, it just pull it right on out without a problem. So if you you know, a homeowner and whatnot, and you do handiwork around the house, and more than likely you've got, you know, a regular drill, I would suggest getting one of these impact drivers too, because for taking things apart or putting things together, especially in tighter spaces, given the short throw on the head, it gets in there really nice. And it has a, you know, nice variable speed trigger, so you know you don't have to overdrive a screw. And if something's in there tight, you can just, you know, it goes into hammer mode and it'll just pound that screw right out. Alright, so that's that video. I just thought I'd mention all that. If you like my videos, give me a subscribe, hit the little bell so you can get notified when I get some new stuff up. I know I don't put up as many videos as a lot of people do, but I'm getting a new camera and some other stuff, and I'm hoping to do more videos, both handyman kind of stuff and art videos. So stick around. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you very much.